Well, so many businesses out there, Sean, if they have the opportunity to be open right now, they are bobbing and weaving and learning how to work in a different way. Just kind of like you and I, broadcasting from home. The Richard Harris Law Firm has been serving Las Vegas for more than 40 years. They are also learning a new way to work.
Absolutely. Nancy Bernstein, she's here, an attorney with Richard Harris Law Firm, and joining us now with more. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. It took us a minute to get this figured out, but that's what we're talking about,
We
right?
got it.
We
It's
get it figured
good.
out no matter what.
Everything's fine. The
We
technology's
got
working out. And it's worth noting, by the way, law firms, you're considered an essential service. So tell us how you're going about working remotely and making this happen for your clients from a distance.
It's been so much fun to get through all this. I mean, first of all, us being an essential business is kind of surprising to people because they don't want to think about they need a lawyer or lawyers being essential. So at first, we didn't even know if we were really an essential business. And
Yeah.
then Mr. Harris said, no, it's about constitutional rights, right?
Hmm.
That is a fundamental, essential way our society is able to, sustain itself.
Hmm.
So we're talking about constitutional rights, the civil due process, criminal rights, criminal due process, all these types of situations that people go through, whether it's family law, anything that's really happening to them during this pandemic, that causes a lot of stress has to do with the law, really. Everything I think in life is legally related to the Constitution. And so, yes, when we made that decision, we're going to have to stay open. We need to work from home, have to find out who needs to come into the building to keep our business running, the essential staff that
Yeah.
have to come in for the mail and make deposits. And we have to meet clients on occasion. We've been meeting clients. We've had some very traumatic, catastrophic injuries. Um, People that have sons in a coma, and two girls yesterday that were actually in the Route 91 shootings. They were both victims in that shooting. Were driving to the grocery store to get ice, and they got into a serious accident where the Raptor they were driving was totaled. So the
Wow.
Raptor was totaled.
Mm.
These two sisters were in the, Route 91 massacre, and they wanted to come into the office to see us. I mean, we've
Yeah.
helped them through other situations. And Mr. Harris is here every day, even though we kept telling him, you don't need to be here, don't come in, stay home. Everybody wanted him to stay home. It was just kind of a way to keep the boss at home, right? Which was kind of like, wow, we get to keep him at home. But
Yes.
he wasn't staying there. I think he stayed at home for like 2 days, and then he's here every day. And
Nancy,
Melissa Graham, who was, yeah.
yeah, no, I'm just wondering if you could share some of the challenges. So, some of you are working remotely, like you mentioned, still being able to service your clients. Just share with us. We had, like you mentioned, a hard time getting our video feed all together this morning, but we did it. But what are some of the other challenges you found about this particular time?
Well, mostly right now, people that are struggling and they're not working, and there's the pandemic, and they're worried about being sick, or people that they love being sick, and
Yeah.
then but the law doesn't wait for
Yeah.
the pandemic to pass. There's accidents, and there's people still getting in trouble, and there's the criminal system, and like we talked about earlier, the rights are fundamental. It's essential. So we're here. We have 8,000 open cases. We have
Wow.
8,000 open cases. So that's, even more people that are involved that we have to continue servicing and helping them. And it's funny because I recently heard someone say, one of our clients, that, and this is kind of a complaint that lawyers get a lot, that we don't get back to them in time, or we're not, like calling them back right away. And I had had several clients say, hey, you know what? I've heard from you guys more than ever. And I think that from working from home, even in our pajamas, we're getting more done.
Yeah.
We have our daily huddles, we're connecting, all the teams are working together, everyone's pitching in, and the clients are getting serviced really well, and their cases are moving along. The courts are closed, as you guys know, everything's closed, but we still get to make appearances like this, telephonically, or teleconferencing with judges, and suits are still being filed. The system is still progressing. It's slower, but
Yeah.
it's still happening. And I mean, this has been quite an experience for our clients and for our staff, but we've made it. At first, it was such a panic. And then before we knew it, everybody was home working seamlessly. And we're finding so many great, um, I don't know, there's a lot of positives that have been happening from all of this.
Right.
Fantastic. Well, listen, we're gonna let people know how to get in touch with you if they do find themselves in need of your services. Nancy, it's been great having you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you so much.
All right. If you want
Thank
to learn
you.
more about Richard Harris Law Firm, just visit the website you see on your screen, or you call all fours 702-444-4444 and Richard Harris Law Firm. They're a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.